Juul Labs, maker of the popular Juul e-cigarette, is under increasing scrutiny from public health advocates, state governments, and Congress for business practices that put the company at the heart of the youth vaping storm. In our new documentary, Vaporize, debuting tonight, we talked to many people in the space, including Juul CEO Kevin Burns. Take a listen. If we did this tour today with a parent, right, of a teen who'd been using or who had been addicted, how would you sort of defend all this scale, all this production, all this growth?
First of all, I tell them I'm sorry that their child's using the product. It's not intended for them. I hope there was nothing that we did that made it appealing to them. As a parent of a 16-year-old, I'm sorry for them, and I have empathy for them in terms of what the challenges are going through.
Burns hopes juuling turns out to be less risky than smoking, but admits there are real concerns about the impact of chronic vaping.
Frankly, we don't know today. We have not done the long-term longitudinal clinical testing that we need to do.
The FDA has not reviewed either the Juul or any e-cigarette currently on the market, and the product's efficacy, the long-term health effects are unknown, as Burns says, and that's the problem.
I'm having you on tonight. I thought this was the most powerful documentary I've ever seen our network do. I think that every parent with a kid must watch this. I don't know how that man can live with himself.
Well, he's defending himself to a certain extent,
Oh,
Carl. I mean,
great.
wasn't the product intended, or do they say the product is intended as a cigarette replacement?
It sure didn't start that way. Did you see the
quit smoking?
When you see the documentary, you'll see their first ads.
Can we get the guy?
You'll see their first ads.
Reported the documentary.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm a little fired up. I didn't mean to be.
Switch. You got to give him some nicotine to make it work, to get them off the combustible. That is the point.
It's very sophisticated. Death delivery starts much earlier. We were having a decline in smoking in this country. It's one of the greatest things that happened. But, you know, these guys, merchants of death, okay, are much slicker. Now, they won't actually like my way that I look at it.
It's nicotine delivery.
Yes.
Correct?
Oh, okay.
I mean, the argument, Jim, is that it's better than lighting something on fire and breathing in.
Well, it's better than lighting your body on fire. I mean, it's better than what the monks did in Vietnam. I do think that this is a travesty. Wow. Your documentary revealed things that I had no idea. I wasn't on the fence. I didn't like them, but now I see it. I see it for what it's worth. And Kevin, you know what? They should make it. Look, it's very easy. God love him. Very nice man. But I think that they should make it a prescription. Because if they really want to help people get off tobacco, prescribe it. You got to prove that you're hooked, and then you can get this drug. But this idea, he feels bad, sorry. Hey, sorry.
Well, now your complaints with policymakers and the FDA.
I thought that Gottlieb totally let us down. He's a CNBC contributor. He completely let us down. I don't care if he's a Jim Cramer contributor. He totally let us down. He should have just said, listen, this is a drug. This is what your documentary proved to me unequivocally. It's a drug. And it should be regulated. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to talk. He's on the show tonight. I sent this to everyone. I sent the link to my family. I need people to see this documentary. This is breakthrough. People don't know what's going on.
What if they manage to cut the smoking rate in China, I don't know, by 10%? It's millions of people who would not be smoking cigarettes.
That's why I think it's be a great prescription drug.
Okay.
Hey, why do they have to make so much money? They prescribe it. It's a great drug. Wouldn't that be great? Maybe it could even cut down more if they make it a drug. It might hurt their profits. It might hurt Altria's profits. But you know what? Hey, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Easy come, easy go. What? Make it a prescription drug. Well, watch the documentary. If you feel any different from me, different from me, then you know what? That's terrific. Maybe your kids can start.
Sounds like you're going to need an addendum. With
no, I think your kids can start. What a great way. It's not what they want, Juul, but it's what you can do on eBay. How about a kid who can't get up the steps because he's what?
Jim wants another hour in prime just to kick this around.
I do. I have said that we should have a round table about this. And you represent the Brits who believe in killing people softly. Remember killing people softly? Well, who was that? It was that Roberta Flack?
Yeah.
They got the Roberta Flack option.
Not British, but yeah.
Yeah, and then the Fugees did a remix, which was kind of like the second Juul before the
album is.
But again, I want to emphasize this is really important. That Kevin from Juul, he is super nice. He's not just nice; he's super nice, and that counts for something. Great doc. You'll be on tonight talking about it.
I can't wait.
And I will let you talk. That's the last time I dominate this conversation, other than I did with my kids. After seeing this.
10 o'clock tonight, Eastern and Pacific.